Welcome to your personal discovery day with Dr. Jason Tsai, Quantum, Cellular Medicine, and Acupuncture.
Hi, Al Kowaleski for Dr. Jason Tsai, Quantum, Cellular Medicine, and Acupuncture's world. Welcome. We are where the wisdom of the East meets the science of the West. And you get better. Actually, science has now proven that the wisdom of the East was accurate all along. We are the segment of medicine that focuses on cell function and communication in the diagnosis, treatment, and maintenance of health and wellness in the human body. You're about to see a small clip from the Dr. Oz show. Just some of our modalities that we use are functionality and scientifically proven awesome. Dr. Oz will talk about our QRS magnetic pulse therapy mat, and then we're going to have a little more information, so stay tuned. At the end of the video PowerPoint, we have a special offer for you and your family and loved ones where we waive the consultation fee. We're all family here. Have a great day. And welcome to Discovery Day with Dr. Jason Tsai.
You don't have to live in agony anymore. Heal your chronic pain. No pills, no surgery.
Today, we are changing the practice of medicine.
The new invisible treatment your doctor hasn't heard of.
It builds a magnetic field around you, going deep into your body.
Is this the revolutionary cure you've been waiting for?
Are these things for real?
This is new cutting-edge research.
Dr. Oz investigates.
This is how we're going to change medicine together.
Next.
I am more excited about this show than any other we have done this season, because today we are changing the practice of medicine, and you get the help. Now, if you've tried everything to ease your back pain, your neck pain, foot pain, arthritis pain, then this is the show for you. There's a revolutionary cure for pain that few doctors know about, because it's not a new pill or surgery. It uses moving magnets, energy waves that change the way your body copes with pain. Wait till you see what we found. You may not realize it, and you certainly can't feel it, but inside each of us is a raging electrical storm. A biological whirlwind that controls every cell, every nerve, every muscle, every thought. How you experience pleasure, and even how you experience pain. What if you could harness this powerful force field inside of you to feel better, sleep longer, and most miraculous of all, ease your chronic aches and pains? That's the promise of magnetic therapy, which uses the power of magnetic energy to redirect electrical impulses to the areas where you feel pain, so relief and healing can begin. The FDA has already cleared pulse magnetic therapy for fusing broken bones, treating severe untreatable depression, and now to treat postoperative pain and swelling. It sounds like science fiction, but is magnetic therapy for real? Are we finally on the brink of a whole new frontier to reduce, even erase, your pain? Now, just to be clear, we are not talking about static magnets like the kind you stick on the fridge. This is pulsed electromagnetic fields. It's pulsing, moving energy, much more powerful than static magnets. So here's how it could work for your pain. Now, imagine these globes here are your vertebrae, right? And this is what your spine looks like. So I've got 4 audience members to help me do this. When you have back pain, there's swelling and inflammation in between the bones. These ladies are the magnetic force field that sends pulses of energy into the spine to ease inflammation. So you guys ready? Okay, now, we actually have energy inside of us, so we're going to be able to be the magnet for today. So we're going to start off. I'll go first. This is the very top of the spine. I touch, and I unify it. Now, keep going. And you touch it, and then the magnet's moving. It moves, and even one more further, and finally, it's done. And then it cycles back again. Now, these moving magnetic fields change the way electricity, ions, positive, negative charges move throughout your body, including your spine. They affect your cartilage, they affect the bones, they affect the nerves that take pain fibers from there. And by doing that, they influence how we act. Now, the theory is that it turns on certain signals in the body. These are not novel concepts, but these signals could change inflammation, they could affect how we repair cells, and if you don't think this is real, who here has had an MRI scan? A lot of folks. You know, MRI scans work on the basic principles that magnets do, right? They are magnets. And so we have magnets in use in hospitals every single day. We just don't use them normally to treat pain, and that's going to change after today's show. So Dr. James Dillard is a world-class pain specialist who practiced with me at New York Presbyterian Hospital for many years. So Dr. Dillard, are these things for real? I mean, how can magnetic therapies help ease pain?
Because the electromagnets actually affect the nerve cells. Nerve cells are electrical cells, and the magnetic fields can actually affect how the nerves fire and quiet them down without using drugs that most people are used to, and increase circulation in the area and aid the healing.
You take care of a lot of patients. When folks come to you and they want medications or surgery or needles, how do you convince them that magnets might be a better solution?
Well, I actually don't have to convince a lot of these people. A lot of my pain patients, they're sick of having too much morphine, oxycodone, they're sick of all the injections, and I'm trained to do that too. Many of my patients, and remember, more than 1 out of every 3 Americans is suffering with chronic pain now. 1 out of every 3. Many of my patients want to try something other than drugs, unnecessary surgeries, damaging surgeries, and these deep injections. So a lot of patients, I don't actually have to convince them. They want to try something else.
All right, so this is really important. I want you to understand it well. Here's what researchers say magnetic fields are doing inside the body. Inside this mat, there are electrical coils. And when electricity passes through there, it creates a magnetic field that moves through the body. And it whispers to the 75 trillion cells in your body. And it goes deep into your body, places where sports screens and heating pads could never reach. For example, down around the spine, where that red, angry area is. Now, the magnetic field turns on, and when it does it activates these ions, these charged particles. And there are proteins in there, and there are signals in there, stirs these things up, and these charged particles bring in nutrients, but they also begin to influence things like blood supply. Now, when the blood vessels are going in here, the red blood cells are actually stacked. See, they're stacked like that? They're not supposed to be stacked. When they're irritated, that happens. So when you pass magnetic fields through there, that yellow line, it opens up the blood vessel, it breaks apart these red cells. They're not stacked like coins, so you can get deep healing, better oxygen supply, so the healing process takes place. You don't just feel better, you are better. And that's an important advance for us, one that we haven't been really practicing until today, because today we're going to change that. So, Dr. Dillard, some of the studies have been done with these whole-body mats that I showed in animation, and I've got one over here. Let's run over here, and I'll show this to you. So these devices are pretty straightforward. There are many different ways you can get moving electromagnetic pulses, but this is one of the ways that I'm sort of interested in. And I'm going to ask Craney to come join us. Hey, Craney, how are you? Good. And you've been using this for the last couple of days.
Yes, I have been.
So, Doctor, talk to me about your back pain a little bit.
Well, I've had chronic back pain for 5 years. I just came here from Chicago. I could barely get on the airplane, sit on the seat, walk up and down stairs, even walk a few blocks. I have pain all through my left hip and my lower back.
So this is a device that I understand you've been using.
I've been using it for 3 days.
So I'm just going to show folks that this is something that has real impact. So this detects energy waves, and it's able to tell me that we have very little going on over here, but if I bring it over to the mat, it's quite loud. So these waves are invisible, but we can tell that it's working, that the device is on. And this energy field is, again, created because we're circulating electricity through here, and it builds a magnetic field around you, going deep into your body. And as I showed in the animation, it can get to places where a heating pad can't get, where a massage lotion can't get, where the kinds of things we often put on our bodies because we have aches and pains can't reach. So would you be interested in lying back just to demonstrate what you've done? So how many times have you tried this?
I've used it 3 days in a row for about 3 hours a day.
3 hours a day. So, Doctor, explain to us how this works, at least in theory.
Well, this is creating a pulsed electromagnetic field that's going to come up into her body and quiet down the nerves and improve the circulation really throughout her entire body.
I've got to ask one other question because it comes up a lot in my mind anyway. Whenever I talk about something that's strong enough to help you, it's often potentially risky as well.
Right.
So one of the theoretical risks I would think of a device like this would be that it influences your cells in a bad way. For example, it might cause cancers.
Right, that's always a concern. But, you know, orthopedic surgeons have been using these electromagnetic fields to heal fractures and non-unions for 20 years now.
Make you feel better?
Yes, I didn't. No one told me it's a possibility even.
I don't think it is a possibility.
Okay.
But I always want to ask these questions because I don't want anyone to think there's anything free out there.
Right.
Everything has potential risks to it. So how are you feeling on this?
Relaxed.
And has it made any difference in the back pain that you're experiencing? You can sit up.
I felt when I was walking today to the studio a little bit better in my hip area.
So how long on average would someone have to lie on one of these mats to get a benefit?
Well, these devices have been tested 10 to 12 weeks in terms of the research. But for people with really bad acute pain, sometimes they'll respond in 2 to 3 weeks.
Right. Listen, thank you for trying it for a couple
You're
days.
welcome.
I'm actually curious about longer-term use of these products. And so we wanted to reach out to someone who'd actually been trying it. And we caught up with a police officer who says it changed his life.
As a police officer, the pain impacted me tremendously. Trying to get in and out of the car, trying to deal with offenders. It's hard to do that type of job when you're in that kind of extreme back pain. The pain started 10 years ago. It was very bad, to the point where I couldn't function as a human being. Literally, I would be laying on the floor, trying to do every kind of stretching. I would have to call into work, sit home, lay on the floor with ice on my back. It was bad. I tried chiropractors, medicine, and nothing seemed to work. Then I started researching online, everything to do with back pain. And the one that struck my eye was electromagnetic therapy. As soon as I got the machine, I remember opening it up, I immediately plugged it in. I was in less pain from just one treatment. I woke up the next day and I started hitting it 3 times a day. Within 6 to 8 weeks, the pain was gone. I have no pain today at all.
I have no pain today at all. I have no pain today at all, is what he said. What a wonderful thing. We actually have the exact same units that are seen or that you just saw on the Dr. Oz show. So you can feel the heal with us as well. Ultimately, we're going to boost your metabolism, strengthen the immune system. We're going to promote the elimination of toxic agents from all your cells. We're going to increase the absorption of minerals and nutrients in the cell, and we're going to increase the blood circulation in all the tissues. In fact, the mat, which you just saw on the Dr. Oz show, which we use for you, 10 to 15 treatments, you'll feel fantastic. All of our products virtually do that. If you had to pick Dr. Jason's brain in the last 20 years, he would describe quantum cellular medicine as a combination of several modalities. This includes electrical acupuncture, laser light electrical stimulation, vibronic energizer, the QCM detox system, the QRS magnetic therapy that you just saw in Dr. Oz, our CRA machine, the concentrated reflex analysis unit, and as always, he supports total mental health and nutrition. Don't forget to ask him if you have any nutritional questions. With quantum cellular medicine is get you started on your detox system. Many times people complain about their pain, but before we get to the pain and the symptom, we go deep to the root cause. Maybe it's time to clean and revitalize. We take out over 100 poisons with our detox system. Mercury, diabetic poisons, fever poisons, opium poisons, nicotine, alcohol, aluminum, all the heavy metal poisons that accumulate in our foods, our water, our air. These have to come out of you for optimum health. We focus on getting your cells healthier at that cellular level. You have over 70 trillion cells. Let's start getting them better. Then your cells will come alive. There are distinct formulas that we use for mental health, stress, tension, sleep, reduction of pain, for general internal organ diseases, brain function, coordination, disorder problems. All of it starts with detoxing the heavy metals, drugs, chemicals, and the environmental pollutants. Once you start that program, you're going to understand that our formulas are imprinted, all of our healing formulas and energy chi machines are imprinted with frequencies that are going to position the body and set up your circumstances for health. They hit their target and interact with your body's energy to balance flow. Remember, there is no health without harmony in the body. So to needle or not to needle is not even a question. We actually help you both ways. Our technology allows for great results either way, including our light laser. We also specialize in weight loss, herniated disc, pinched nerves, spinal stenosis, brain dysfunction, spinal decompression. If you take a look at the list of what we treat, everything from arthritis to shoulder pain, we can help you. It's as easy as coming in for 10 to 15 treatments. More severe cases in detox, maybe 25, but you will lie on a table in a comfortably lit, well-balanced room with good energy. You'll be hooked up to one of our machines. You may or may not have acupuncture, but Doc does several modalities over your treatment program, not only to relax you, detoxify you, but then implement you with the good energy, revitalizing the cells and creating harmony within the body. The science behind this is overwhelming. The technology's been out for 20 years. Perhaps it's time for you to get a second opinion and get better if you want to. No chemicals, no drugs, and no side effects. Our modalities are simply working with the body's natural energy flow to bring you back to optimal functioning state. Yes, yin and yang balance. You can think of it as acupuncture with or without the needles. The process takes place based on all of the science of the meridian systems. Our body's energy flow is everything. Combine this with a concept in physics called entrainment. Entrainment is the biomusculological sense which refers to the synchronization of organisms. We harmonize. Remember, quantum cellular medicine and acupuncture is 100% safe for all ages. Again, no drugs, no negative side effects, safe for men and women, children, and the elderly, regardless of what medication you are in. The first visit, speaking of medication, the doctor is going to give you a consultation and an understanding and treatment of our protocols and what may or may not work for you. In the report of findings, he's going to talk about medical history and what you've been doing. He's going to test you for muscle kinesiology of what works and what does not. Pulse. He takes your pulse after 25 years of understanding how the blood flows, the heart beats, the energy systems, the chi within the body. Your pulse tells a lot about you. Your tongue, your eyes, everything is a clue for this doctor detective to figure out what you need for health. Also, Dr. Jason uses the very best in probiotics. Trust your gut. Nothing happens until your digestive system is working properly. We use Rest Easy, turbocharged turmeric. Turmeric is based on 22 different antioxidants. Turmeric has been used for thousands of years to help your health and your immune system. And when it's fermented in a probiotic, the bioavailability gets into your system quicker. Things that probiotics help: balances your hormones, promotes restful sleep, boosts your immunity, reduces inflammation and allergies, empowers your digestion, fights candida mold and yeast. Sounds like a lot. A family game. If you're out of gas, if your body needs a tune-up, after 25 years of quality care in Hollywood, Florida, we can help you. Your family home. Check out about our food sensitivity testing. Over 96 foods and you. Right now you can go to the front desk and ask for $25 off. We don't guess, we test. So, meet Dr. Jason. Pinpoint accuracy. Get your free consultation for your loved ones today. Ask the question, if you're feeling better, how can you leave your family? Are you ready to frame a new life? Activate your true human potential with quantum, cellular medicine, and acupuncture today.